serious?
Now, I have came across a lot of very peculiar anime in my day. For example, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, it has bizarre in the name for a reason. They have grown men older than me. I'm 21. Grown men picking lollipops off the ground and licking them like this. Ew. Why he's so passionate about these licks, bruh? Hey, yo. In JoJo's, they also have a human being with green dreads. At the end of each one of his dreads is circular like this. Very weird, very strange. He gotta just restart and get waves, man. In One Piece, my favorite anime of all time, the greatest anime of all time, is also too very strange. First of all, the main character walks around in sandals with no socks everywhere he goes. That's disgusting. I know his feet smell like straight booty juice, bruh. His feet gotta smell just like Too Slimy's music. And then the laughs in One Piece, those ain't even laughs, bruh. I've never seen dudes laugh at a fashion before. You can just tell they find nothing funny. There's just no way that's a genuine laugh. I've never seen people LARP a sense of humor before. And not gonna lie, that's baseline One Piece strangeness. It gets a lot worse. For example, there is a genuine One Piece character who looks like this. The Straw Hats have a talking skeleton with an afro who's also an R&B singer on the side on the crew. And one of the strongest pirates in the series is a diabetic bop who has 85 children, which composes of her entire pirate crew. And they all got different dads. So One Piece, you know what I'm saying, is pretty strange too. However, both JoJo's and One Piece are somehow severely outclassed by the likes of an anime called Baki. Before we get into all that, follow my Instagram. I just posted my fit kinda tough. Give me the 10K so I can successfully farm on that bitch. Now let's tap into how Baki is the strangest and weirdest, you know, anime of all time. Now, right, first of all, if we look at why Baki even exists, the whole plot of the show, it's no wonder why it's so strange. So basically, right, this is Baki. This is Baki's dad, Yujiro. Yujiro is the strongest creature, not human, creature on the planet. The only reason he ejaculated his Hanma sperm cells inside of Baki's mother was solely to create the strongest op he could possibly fight. He ain't care about no love, he ain't care about raising no family, he ain't care about nothing normal. All he wants to do is throw hands with his nut going all out. He's basically just evil Diddy LeBron. When he eventually had Baki, all he did his whole childhood was tell him to get stronger, beat his ass.
Daddy take me in there and beat my mother ass and he said go to bed, boy. Daddy get through eating, daddy come in there and beat my ass again. He said go to bed, boy.
So yeah, bro, somehow Yujiro's a worse father than Jing. The only difference is Gon didn't have to deal with this growing up.
I'm really about to get your pickle chin out, boy.
Damn, bro, CTE in the ground, same dude who stopped a whole entire earthquake with his fist, by the way. But you know what I'm saying, that's just like the plot of the show for real. Yujiro ain't the only strange person in the show. And why do I catch Jun Guevara peeing on people in broad midnight, bruh? Ew. Now the whole reason why he even got in this predicament in the first place was because basically, right, these three triplets were jumping Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying, right? They was frying him, they was really doing him in. They was doing this all because of racism, you know what I'm saying? Nothing else but racism. That's the only reason why, for real. And Jun Guevara didn't like that, so he rolled up on them. They was about to fight. The triplets got in formation. As they were about to blitz, bro, instead of, you know, using combat, because Jun Guevara is one of the strongest people in the Bakiverse, he decides to start peeing on the opposition, bro. Why is that your thought process, gang? Out of all the things you could have popped, wait a minute, this pee look a little white. Is that? Nah, bro, ew. Is he ejaculating on the ops, bro? Nah, this is crazy. He's different, bro. I have so many questions. My first question, why the hell is the nut flowing that serenely, bro? Usually, like, I don't mean to be TMI, but it kind of like explodes out, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't float like the Nile River, gang. My second question, why the hell is this the method? This man Jun Guevara is so strong that the United States government literally has whole satellites dedicated to watching him. Yujiro Hanma, Biscuit, Big Black, Muscular, Snowball, Loving, Rastafari, Bomba Clap, Middle-Aged Unc Oliver, and Jun Guevara are the only three people in the entire planet that have satellites dedicated to them. So basically, Jun is among the big three. He's a GOAT. He's a Yonko. So I just feel like there was much better ways to handle the situation than ejaculating seed on the opposition, man. When bro's other brother tries to fight Jun Guevara, he just starts on them too, bro. Actually, they weren't even trying to fight. He just did it for the love of the game. That boy love nutting on niggas. Hey, yeah! And for those of you who is like, oh nah, bro, he was peeing, bro, you're just nasty, you're just bugging. Do you see how relieved this nigga look, bro? Is this the face of a post-game urinator, or is this the face of a man who just relapsed on his gooning addiction? He hasn't had a like this since 04, bro. No me watch. Then bro lays down, gets stomped out, gets back up, slimes out one of the brothers, then goes to bed. The whole crazy thing about that situation is that isn't even the only time something like that happens in the show. Actually, in the season. Do you remember the biscuit all about bumper clot snowball lover I was talking about earlier? Well, right, basically, as we know, or as you don't know, or maybe you know, Baki is in prison. He's in prison because he kidnapped President George Bush on the same day, at the same place, at the same time that JFK got packed up, unfortunately. So now he's in Division 11 in the county. In Arizona State Prison, they have these fighter rankings. Biscuit Oliva is at the top. Mike Tyson ain't even top 10. He trash, damn. And June Guevara isn't number 1, but he's number 1, but he's also not number 1 because he's the new number 1, but he's still not number 1. Whatever the hell that means. So all in all, essentially, like I said, Biscuit runs the prison kind of basically low-key. Now, Baki rolled up in his prison, in his hood to fight him. While Baki was in prison, Biscuit felt threatened by Baki. So Biscuit rolled up in his cell, flexed on him, flexed his motion, flexed his luxurious lifestyle, flexed his big bomba clot bad thing, yeah. Unzipped his pants to show his meat. Interesting maneuver, then genuinely started peeing on bro. What? Man, the Baki mangaka gotta have a fetish or something, bro. Apparently his daughter is the woman who created Beastars. Man, what the hell type of talks be going on in that household, man? As Baki was getting peed on, he started laughing in this man Biscuit's face. He told Oliver that very soon he was gonna fry him and genuinely do him like how Goku did the goat of racism once he hit Super Saiyan. The whole reason why Biscuit did this was to establish dominance, but ain't no dominance being established, bro. Why he look so worried? Why his eyes so big, bro? Nigga trying to see all the colors. So not only is peeing on another grown man as a grown-ass man strange, but he also lost the psychological encounter. You sir are cheeks, bruh. Speaking of cheeks, why the hell is this Baki character moving so closely behind this nigga cheeks? Why the hell is he following so closely behind him, bro? Pause. Like, I get it, it's a stealth mission, he's trying to infiltrate a military base, but you know, I just don't think the meat to cheek method is the wave, gang. Growing up, I played games that involve stealth my entire childhood. I played Uncharted 3, I played GTA 5, I played Batman. No, I didn't. I played Fortnite stealthily camping around the circle when I was chips, and in all those times, I never ever put my Haitian infused meat against a booty cheek to sneak around, bruh. And also too, the soldier eventually talks to another soldier. How the hell he don't see bro, bruh? I get he's right behind him copying every movement, but bro is kind of like overly awky. Like, you're telling me this soldier can't pick up on the subtle differences in like shape for real? Yeah, not gonna lie, bro, you would have never made it in Prime Fortnite. You would have never made it in the Fortnite endgame circles. And in the show, he says he matched his breathing with the guard. So you're telling me this guard does not feel bro inhaling his sweat glands off his neck, bruh? Resu has a pretty sizable, kind of strong, kind of awky, swole ass nose. He's low-key greedy for having his nose. Nigga be inhaling all the air. You're telling me you don't feel him exhaling on your neck? Every time he exhales, that jump probably felt like bullets, bruh. And I just peeped too. Did bro change the guards he was following and nobody noticed?
Who the fuck is this nigga, bro?
These military guards got the awareness of an African centipede. Let the North Korean niggas slide up on them, bro. Their joint is cooked. Let a North Korean soldier make this blunder, bro. The little kid man would have their head on a penguin by sunrise. All these lights on and people watching. And it took this long to finally notice him, bro. Are we serious? But nah, bro. Meat to cheek stealth following is crazy game. This how them dudes who just bought their first Hellcat be tailgating you on the highway, man. You ain't got nowhere to go that bad, nigga. All that tailgating, all that speeding just to get dropped off at LA Fitness by a white dude named Chuck. And he's 43. Hitting you with the smoothest threes you've ever seen in your damn life. Do you want to know what's not smooth though and is actually like kind of nasty?
What the hell?
Man, what is Baki even about, man? Ma'am, why the hell are you making out with your son? You got me, this dude watching, everybody watching this video, everybody who's ever watched Baki, everybody in the entire world who isn't from the state of Alabama, perplexed, bro. There was no reason to do this. There's never a reason to do this. You just nasty, gang. Ew. I low-key watched Baki in 2022. I completely forgot what led up to this moment, but a cheek kiss would have sufficed, my nigga. Matter of fact, a hug would have sufficed, my nigga. Actually, do you know what? As a matter of fact, a simple dap up, a simple ayo, you straight twin, would have low-key been so elite, bruh. This right here is exactly why you never watch Boruto. Boruto is the type of show that can corrupt your brain and make you do dumb stuff like that, nasty stuff like this. Like, genuinely, what is Baki even about? Matter of fact, Kev, let us know what Baki's about, bruh.
Greetings, it is I. And till this day, I still don't know what Baki is about. Nothing normal is ever occurring in this show. There was a time this little kid got bullied into challenging the strongest high schooler in the world. He walks in greeted by 3 grown-ass men, by the way. You cannot convince me these are high schoolers. But they said, I bet we'll get you the strongest. Few hours later, Baki himself pulls up to fight this kid. Straight evil intent in his eyes. What is he so mad about? But you know what he does? He spanks the kid on the ass, skipping him across the river like he was a pebble. And within the same night, we see him shadow boxing his imagination and actually getting hit by it. Like, what's going on? Bruise marks, nose bleeding. You want me to sit here and believe that this was just in his mind and not the spirit reincarnation of whoever just whooped his ass? Imagine what this will look like from a regular person. You just see some guy tweaking out in the middle of the sidewalk. There's this other scene where I truly don't remember the context, so I'm just as in the dark as y'all. This old man meets up with a clown, and for the next 3 minutes, he's having the time of his life. Bro was truly having a blast. It's like he wasn't allowed to laugh for the last 10 years. He was letting everything out. And then he gets interrupted by this dude who wants to fight him. Yo, one day, I'll rewatch Baki because I have no clue what's going on. But now, let's talk about Pickle. First of all, he was some 7'8" demon straight from the Jurassic period stuck inside a glacier. First thing he does is tank 3 bullets to the gut with pure arm strength, threw the bullets back like it came out of an AK. He walks outside, started chucking police cars, destroying mech suits. He was doing this all night until the army pulled up. 10 tanks, 5 choppers, 15 trucks, 100 men deep, but all that was needed was for this grown man to get butt-ass naked and shake his hand.
What?
That solved everything. And once they landed in Japan, Pickle saw this woman and he was about to commit a nefarious act. I will not explain further. If you know, you know. Anyways, everyone comes to meet Pickle. Dude in the back was like, yo, I got the key. Instead of opening the door, Yujiro walks through the reinforced glass and it snaps right back in place. Like, he is the definition of being extra. And if we're talking about Pickle, you know we gotta bring up his fight with Jack.
But as impressive as that is, what really impresses me are those canines of yours.
Huh?
Pickle. Let's have a bite off.
No!
Bro, what? I was like, surely he doesn't mean what I think he means. Nah, it is never that serious. 2 grown-ass, buff-ass, sweaty-ass men proving whose jaw's the best. Baki can never have an episode where something zesty doesn't happen. Pickle picked him up off the ground, lips still connected, swung all 350 pounds around, ripping half his face off, and proceeded to eat it like it was a delicacy. This doesn't make sense. But of course, we gotta bring up Yujiro versus Baki. This dude was out here flexing all his muscles in his body at once, shooting ki blasts. How does he even have access to that? And at the end of the fight, they both come together to have a schizo meal. This entire section, I promise I don't know what they're talking about. It's like they told ChatGPT to write a script with random generated words and that's what they're reading off of. This is one of those shows I feel like that is truly unexplainable. It's straight zest, piss, or pure nonsense. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Shout out my dog Splash, and I'm out.
Appreciate you, Kev, for tapping in. I also appreciate the Maybach you let me borrow 2 weeks ago. I'll give it back in like 2 weeks. I'm not done aura farming with it yet. Now back to the video. Kev touched on shadow boxing, but I want to touch on shadow boxing even more. Pause. Now the whole idea of shadow boxing, I get it, right? If you got no one to spar with, you want to put some work in, you imagine fighting somebody. That low-key makes sense. In basketball, I occasionally do something similar. I'm alone on the court. I imagine LeBron guarding me. I be frying that nigga low-key. I be doing him in pause. But Baki with his shadow boxing, first of all, he's imagining himself boxing a praying mantis, I guess. They explain why in the anime, but I like ignorance instead. But he's genuinely taking damage from his imagination. He's getting tossed around, up, down, left, right. He has scratches on him. This is exactly how they be doing your girl in the dorms, bro. Deal. The mantis is frying Baki so bad he got his booty pointed up to the air. Oh nah, man. Some air molecules could never do me like this, bruh. Yo ass tweaking twin, that mantis got you moving like Samaya. Get up! This man Baki jumped up into the air and put the mantis in a headlock. Mind you, this mantis doesn't actually exist. He's floating in the air to do this, bro. So now this double don't make sense. And you know, now that I'm remembering this, it's all hitting me. Baki is not shadowboxing, Baki is on drugs, specifically crack. Now you might be like, how is he on crack if the kid sees the praying mantis too? Well, I have a simple answer to that question.
Hey there, boys and girls, I got many of drugs for you. Lots of drugs for you.
He's out there giving crack to the kids, man. Damn! Why you gotta do Jimmy like that, man? Damn! Oh wait, he has a name.
One eternity later.
Romina, yeah, your name fucking trash, buddy. I'm still calling you Jimmy. Why you do Jimmy like that, man? That boy Baki kicking the hell out that air, man. That boy kicking with all his might, you heard?
That didn't work.
This man Baki just got thrown across the room by some perk 30s. This is why you don't do drugs, kids. This is why you don't do lean. Keep doing drugs and you gon' end up like Yeet and drop weak ass albums called ADL. Or you gon' willingly sign up to let a primordial Hulk nigga from the Mesozoic period eat you up. Pause. So basically, right, one day niggas was walking around exploring, cave diving, you know what I'm saying, doing everything they shouldn't do, until one day they came across the first angry nigga in human history. This right here in this ice thing is Pickle. And as you can see by the way he looks and the way this dinosaur looks, he was in fact boxing dinosaurs back in his heyday. Now, instead of leaving this nigga alone, humanity decided to revive him. They tried for a little, they couldn't, but then bro smelled good, fantastic eat, so he woke up. After bro woke up, he started doing strong, swole nigga shit. Bro was already gaining clout because he was a prehistoric human, but now he's gaining even more clout because he's moving like 09 Braun. Now, my question is, why the hell did they call this absolute unit of a nigga Pickle? That shit is so trash, bro. What? Out of all the names they could have possibly gave, bro, they named him after the weakest vegetable of all time. He got named after culinary dish, bruh. I'm crying, dog. You see, Broly, they gave Broly a hard ass name. Bro just sounds strong. Anyway, all the strong thugs in the verse who are actually really strong heard about Pickle and got mad excited and wanted to fight him. One such being was a guy named Sea King Retsu. That Jinbei ass name. Nigga probably can't even swim. Now, Pickle, whoever he fights and beats up, he eats. And by eating, I mean like he genuinely takes them and like, you know, inhales them in a rather rod wave style of fashion. But knowing this and knowing Pickle is low-key that, bruh, he's still gonna go through and fight him. Now, this isn't really strange yet because all this could mean is that Retsu is a real ass nigga who fears nothing. But when Retsu goes to fight him, not gonna lie, at first Retsu's low-key frying, bro. He kicks bro in the face, whips his hair at him. Nigga, what the hell? Nigga fight like a bad bitch. Kicks bro in the eyes and makes Pickle start crying. Oh no, that man Pickle pussy, bruh. He finally came across some real thugs, some real demons, and now he's nothing. That's what you would think, right? That would be a reasonable thought until Pickle bites off his shoulder, slams that Japanese fish man to the ground, toots his booty up. Hey, yo! That man Retsu genuinely got laid the hell out. Then Pickle starts nibbling on his body, bro. What? And that nigga out there moving like a titan, bro. Ew. This is exactly why I hate overly swole ass niggas, bro. They just be doing anything just cause. They gotta get like Broly, bro. Broly just be chilling. However, the casual cannibalism on the screen isn't even the craziest part of this whole thing, bro. That man Retsu woke up from the hospital as a head, bro. Damn. It's like, no. He woke up with the shoulder low-key cooked, his right leg gone. Bro genuinely started getting mad because Pickle didn't eat all of his body. He was like, damn, but I promised him. Saying that nigga. He's the only nigga in anime who will ever get mad that he didn't get turned into primetime 2013 Lunchables. Like he's dead ass disturbed, bro.
Cool. This was like being flirted with by the girl of his dreams.
Boy, what the fuck going on in Miami, bro?
Yeah, not gonna lie, Baki, you got it. You, sir, are the goat of this strange shit, bruh. Tap into the new IG pose, you feel me? Go mess with that. Drink some lemonade and subscribe in that big, you feel me?